you're very hard colleagues, tell you how proud I am of you. Why? Because you're highly intelligent, you're very hardworking, you've endured strenuous training that nobody will ever understand other than you. And you've shouldered tremendous responsibility as a physician, and some of you are surgeons. All of you presumably are doing these procedures. So you've shouldered tremendous responsibility, and you've withstood enormous stress and pressure, and you've made courageous decisions and taken action, which many people don't do, but you have. And you're exceptionally strong, and you've been battle tested, taking care of patients for many years in the clinical environment. That makes you dynamic and courageous. And the other thing is, like myself, I was a cardiac surgeon, and because of the economic milieu of reimbursement and the pressures of interventional cardiology and so forth, many of us have embraced new skills and adapted and changed. I know Jose has done that. We've talked a lot about that over the years, and many of you have done that. So you possess a risk-taking mindset. You're not like other people. You're special. And you pivot and succeed in unfamiliar territory. Some of you come from family practice backgrounds, all different kinds of backgrounds in medicine. Now you're doing vascular procedures in your office. That makes you very, very special. You succeed in unfamiliar territory, and you deserve a big pat on the back. Unfortunately, we're working in a system now where sometimes that pat on the back feels like somebody's pushing us over the edge or off the edge of a cliff. So let's talk about the entrepreneur that already exists in you. Do you own your own practice? Do you manage teams and employees? Do you function as a leader? Do you manage complex systems and situations every single day? Do you make critical decisions that really make a difference in people's lives? Do you possess advanced organizational skills? Do you analyze complex data every day? Because if you can say yes to any one of these things, and I know that you can, you already have a lot of what it takes to be an entrepreneur. I want you to leverage all of the knowledge and even the financial capital that we have, which makes us special in many ways. I want you to leverage that to build your own entrepreneurial endeavors. So I'll share with you just a few of the things that I've done personally, but you don't have to do these, but just to show you how I've leveraged my knowledge and capital. I own a dietary supplement company that I started from scratch. We produce podcasts. I'm involved in education services. I'm involved in the medical conference business, real estate investing, the hospitality business, and I'm involved in some medical industry consulting. And if I can do that, you can too. And not because there's nothing special about me. There's a lot special about me. But I came to tell you that you're special too. That's why you have a huge advantage over so many people. Let's talk about Archimedes, the old Greek mathematician and physicist, who said, "Give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum to place it on, and I'll move the world." You have tremendous leverage, and you have to recognize that leverage, because no one is going to point this out to you. We have many physician entrepreneurs that we've known over the years. Some we may not know personally, some we do. Dr. Robert Jarvik, I can remember back to my childhood, one of the inspirations for me becoming a cardiac surgeon, who invented the Jarvik 7 heart, and still working on iterations of that today. Dr. Oz, that we all know, Dr. Chopra, Dr. Weil. And then we have, of course, people that we do know well, our host, Dr. Almeida. And I put this photo of Dr. Almeida not to be funny, but to show his courage. You know, he's talked about this before. It takes courage to, take your shirt off, take your pants off, go in a bikini and stand on a stage in front of people and expose yourself. And it's that mentality that explains so much of his personal success. Others may know Sanjeev Lakhanpal, who started CVR, working with private equity, buying up practices, building a big company. Ron Bush, who many of us started with many years ago, who's been one of the early entrepreneurs. So if I can do it, if they can do it, certainly you can do it, and I know many of you are. Your work ethic sets you apart. You're the person who arrives early, stays late, works weekends, holidays, has worked overnight, has made all kinds of sacrifices. Jose showed a beautiful picture of himself with his family and his friends. Well, how many nights did Jose not have that time with his family and his friends? How much is he making up for? How much am I making up for now? Because we were the people in this room, you personally, have done things that people could never dream to do, the sacrifice, the hard work. So that makes you special. You don't make excuses. You've passed many rigorous exams. You're already exceptional. And I'm going to say it again and again. You're already exceptional. My effort here today is to get you to understand your true value. I see it in you, but I need you to see it in you. I need you to start thinking of healthcare as a business because everybody else does. We were programmed to think that that's bad thinking and that's evil and that's unethical and that's immoral. But nothing could be further from the truth. It is a business and everybody else sees it that way, and they're all profiting on your hard work. And they'll keep you working in the trenches hard forever until you wake up. This includes the insurance companies, the federal government, the hospital systems, medical device companies, big pharma, attorneys. You are an undervalued powerhouse. You're an underleveraged powerhouse, and I suggest you start using your leverage. How can I do that? How can you do that? What are the practical, concrete ways I can do it? Well, method one would be to build it within medicine if that's what you're interested in. These are just a handful of innumerable ideas that you can incorporate into your practice. Weight loss and nutrition programs, wellness center, spa, wound care center, expanding your ultrasound lab services to, let's say, arterial, soft tissue, musculoskeletal, whatever the case may be. Get involved in lymphedema, lipedema therapy, surgery, etc. Cosmetic and aesthetic services. Provide products like supplements, skincare products, stockings, etc. in the office. Hire more physicians, hire nurse practitioners and PAs. Acquire practices. Build multiple centers. The key, though, is I want to advise that you scale without burning out. Be smart about that. Method two is to build outside of medicine. Real estate, franchises, purchase small businesses that already exist, start up new businesses, get involved in venture capital where you invest your money in people that you believe in and their ideas. And of course, traditional things like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, etc. And, Jose pointed out his family. Harness the power of your family. Many of you are exceptional because you have an amazing family. You have incredible families, well-educated children, well-educated spouses, well-educated siblings, knowledgeable people. I've done it in my family. My sons work with me. My wife works with me. Our daughter will be working with us in the future. Leverage these people. Not in a negative way, but you've all worked so hard to become something exceptional. Why not put your forces together if you can? And remember, you're a lifelong learner. Your life has been education. That's why you're here today. That's why you showed up and so many others didn't, because you're committed to this. But there are new subjects for you. Learn entrepreneurship the same way that you learned medicine. Take it really seriously. Attend business conferences. Read, study, attend seminars like the one we're doing right now. This is an acronym that I created, BLAME. Big losers always make excuses. And that doesn't describe you guys. It just doesn't. Don't blame others. Don't blame the government, the insurance companies, the reimbursement, Medicare. Just don't, because they're not going to help. It's not going to be valuable. Take full responsibility. Remember, America is the land of opportunity. And America is easy. We're supposed to succeed. We're supposed to do well. We're supposed to pay big taxes. That's how the roads get built. That's how the schools get built. My father came here in 1958 as a physician when the Shah was still in power in the so-called good days. But Iran is hard. Nobody's climbing over any walls to get into Iran. Cuba, Jose's family came from Cuba, and they've done so well here because America's easy, but Cuba's hard. I don't know anybody building a raft in Miami to try to get to Cuba. America's easy. My old mentor, Jim Rohn, used to say, I used to blame everything outside of me for my lack of progress until I found that the problem was inside me. This is the golden age. Forget about docs who talk about, the golden age when reimbursement was that. This is the golden age. Make no mistake about it. Utilize and leverage the technology that we have. Social media. Notice I put small social, big media. You no longer need anyone's permission to have your own media company, to put yourself out there, to share your message with the world. You own or potentially own a global multimedia broadcasting company. You have your own TV station on YouTube. You have your own radio station with all the podcasts. You own your own publishing house. You don't need a literary agent. You don't need a publisher to accept your book and print it for you. You don't need anybody's permission anymore. We live in the golden age. And much of this, almost all of it, is free or nearly free. Utilize artificial intelligence and ChatGPT, and if you don't know about it, learn about it. You're smart and you're capable. And utilize the global workforce that we have access to.